YouTubers, it's Sharon J. Bainbridge here from Butterfly Lullaby, and today is the 1st of November. Wow, the 1st of November 2017. And I've just got a query for you guys. Could you help me on this? Now, I've just been doing some information on Japanese knotweed, the most hated herbal plant on this planet, because most people don't know about it. Now, it reminds me very much of the herbalist, the old hero herbalist, Charles Nicholas Culpeper. Now, what I want to know is, how did he die? I found this video, this American video, I love Americans, and it states in this video that he actually, well, it looks to me like he was nearly put in prison, but then the royals had his head chopped off. So, you know, what is the story here? Because in this information here, there's a blog here that states that he died of tuberculosis. So if you guys can help me with this, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to put the link below.
It's called The Complete Herbal and one of many by Nicholas Culpeper, which described forms of natural healing using plants from the English countryside. It sounds harmless, but to the Royal Society of Physicians, it was heresy. Culpeper published his work in plain English so people could read it, while the good doctors published in Latin so they couldn't. They had to use Latin because the things they did to cure people would have sounded crazy in plain English, because in fact they were crazy. He called these doctors bloodsuckers and true vampires who have learned nothing since Hippocrates. Before they could shut Culpeper up in prison, King Charles went and had his head chopped off.
Shocked the world, based on secretly taped interviews with the princess.
If Diana had been living in medieval times, she would have had her head chopped off.
And with that head went the secretive star chamber, the royal censor. Before censorship could return to jolly old England, Culpeper's cat was out of the bag for good, and is considered by many to be the foundation of today's herbal natural healing movement. Nearly all of his work has been modernized and expanded, and the entirety of the original is online. It takes some getting used to, but it's English all right. This coming October the 18th will be Nicholas Culpeper's 400th birthday. And if I were in the natural healing or natural food business, or just an author fighting censorship, I'd have a parade that day. Just a suggestion. Charles Paparella, WBOC News.
I need to go because I need to go and make my daughter a special smoothie with Japanese knotweed. So I'll speak to you soon. Take care, leave some comments, and please do share any information you have with me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, bye-bye. I'm really looking forward to 2018 because I've arranged to have a meeting with our local village independent council who've agreed to have a meeting with me about Japanese knotweed, and it's, you know, the research I've done, the herbal benefits, the medicines, the things you can make with Japanese knotweed, and I believe that we could create a wonderful cottage industry here in the UK with this plant. So watch this space. It's going to be an exciting year next year. So please subscribe, look at my research on Japanese knotweed and transresveratrol, which is part of the plant space. So here we have Japanese knotweed legend soap. Now this soap is being sold in Japan. Just look how much it costs. £7.24 for a small bar of soap. That's an expensive bar of soap. So what you have to ask yourself is, why are we getting rid of this plant? It's obviously got amazing properties in it, which is why it's so expensive. Here we have the extremely expensive face cream that's being sold in Harrods and John Lewis, and it's cost £68. So what's the ingredients in this? As you can see, Japanese knotweed, Japanese knotweed to refine skin's appearance, softening the look of fine lines and wrinkles to reveal younger, more radiant looking complexion. Because Japanese knotweed is anti-aging. Good morning YouTubers, it's Sharon J. Bainbridge here from Butterfly Lullaby, and it is the 28th of October 2017, and I just want to do a small book review on this book by Timothy Lee Scott called Invasive Plant Medicine. This is my favourite book. I absolutely adore this book, and I want to thank Google and YouTube for sharing this information free on the internet and allowing me to find it. You know, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have found the wonderful video by Timothy Lee Scott, which I'll show you later on. Like most things in this world, unfortunately, people tend to, instead of actually researching something, they tend to listen to, you know, the media, one bad media report, and then just decide for themselves that, you know, this plant is bad, this person is bad, instead of actually doing their research. We need to research more and look into things, because not everything's black and white. You know, when I purchased this house, the owners of this house actually hid the fact that it had Japanese knotweed, and you know, they cut it all back, etc. Once it started to grow, I mean, I started to find out about, you know, wild herbs, etc. So I did my research on this plant, and that is when I found Timothy Lee Scott's video on Japanese knotweed. It's his favourite plant, and it's my favourite plant as well. I mean, I've made so many things with this plant, it's amazing. But what I just want to say to you is that I like to turn every negative into a positive. I like to find a positive in bad things, because there is a positive, you know, and that's the way we need to think. It's important to talk about things, share information, and just, you know, try and create a better world. So anyway, I'm going to read a part of this book to you about Japanese knotweed. Now, if you go to page 223 on Japanese knotweed, you'll see this insert here, and I'm just going to read it out to you. Japanese knotweed's abundance of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants help the body to process numerous toxins and cancers. One component, resveratrol, is produced in knotweed as greater concentrations than any other plant in the world, with its anti-aging virtues. I mean, I use Japanese knotweed to make a really lovely organic face oil, and people tell me that I don't look 51. I also use it for smoothies. I put it in a distilled water, because resveratrol is very big at the moment if you do your research. And I'm going to add some information to my blog as well about this, so you can see everything you need to know that I've actually found on Japanese knotweed. And please leave comments below, I'd love to hear from you. So that's all from me, Sharon J. Bainbridge from Butterfly Lullaby. Have a great week. Bye bye.